the calls.
You'll eventually get the 20% back. That Silver Connect card is going to pay her co-payments. Remicade, I believe, is an injectable, and her hospitalization co-payments. And tell them to turn his Part B on. Okay, so this is the healthcare and you part of this radio show. It is 1:15. I'll probably talk for about 5 or 6 minutes on this. So if any of you HR directors are out there, grab a pen. This is very important. You right now are receiving letters from the exchange, Access Health, CT. The exchange is sending out letters saying that this letter is to inform you that one of your employees, so-and-so, 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 applied for health insurance coverage through Access Health CT and was deemed eligible for an advanced premium tax credit. So if you HR directors are getting this letter, give us a call, 757-1320. If we don't hear if we don't see the phone lines right up, I'll keep talking. But this is so important. You can not just ignore this. Okay, so for those of us that are good insurance agents, and I was over at a copy place on Bank Street, and one of the owners says to me, wait a minute, didn't we take care of this in October of 2013? Well, the answer, my friend, is yes, we did. So we were so proactive. October of 2013, it was called an EBSA letter, EBSA. It was done by the Department of Labor. You must have informed your employees of the new health insurance marketplace coverage. So meaning, you as the HR director of said employer informed your employees that there was an exchange. In return for that information, you on the back told them that they were offered minimal essential coverage, or MEC. The minimal essential coverage is a bronze. So when you get this letter, you need to either call me or call the exchange at 1-855-726-4928. There's a complete dedicated business department, not the general access health number, the 855-805-4325 number. This is a business employer mandate letter. This state of Connecticut Health Insurance Exchange letters are going out. The application date is on the upper right-hand corner. The notice date is on the left-hand corner, and the application ID number is right there. If you are the HR director and your employee said that I am not offered minimal essential coverage and you are over 50 full-time employees, you can be susceptible to a $2,000 fine. If your group is over 100 full-time employees, which is 30 hours a week average or more, you will be penalized. So there is an appeal. If you had a good insurance agent or you are a great HR director and you did all the work, the employee mandate appeal request form is there. I can send you the link for free if you don't have it. It says employer information. They fill out the employer name, employee tax identification number, the address, the city. Who can we contact about employee health coverage from this employer? Usually it's either the owner or the HR director. HR directors kind of take the credit for this. Application ID number, which is located on the top right. It'll say it right in the appeal request form, so you need to know that. You as an HR director got the letter from the state of Connecticut. They should be lighting the phones up because all my groups have gotten this, and we are compliant, so we are ready to deal with this and go to battle and fight for the employer. The full-time equivalent employees, what an FTE is someone that works 30 hours or more, 52 weeks a year with normal vacation time. That, if you check your calculator, works out to 1560. And you know me, I'm very uptight, so I always double-check my work. 1560, so that's 30 times 52, 1560 minus normal vacation time. So 1,560 hours. Anything underneath that, if you're tiptoeing around, don't play around. Just send the appeal form in. As of September 19th, 2000, 2010 or 11. Don't quote me on the year. I'm on a live radio show. But as of that date, the administration, the Obama administration, allowed the employer the right to give benefits to 20-plus hours a week employee. That still didn't mean that the employer must provide it. So the full-time equivalents, or the FTEs, are for people that are working more than 30 hours. So if your employee went on the exchange and said, affordable care is not offered at my employer, and they received an advanced premium tax credit, and you feel as an employer or as an HR director that you do offer coverage that is minimal essential coverage, you can always fill out the employer mandate appeal request form. When I called my friend Christopher Melee at the exchange, he had said that this form is due, it is required, but it is not an immediate need. It doesn't need to be done now. My approach would be proactive and just get it done. The longer it waits, the more time goes by, and you could be forgetting this form, which is important, and you could also be getting a fine. So for the over 50s, it's a $2,000 fine per employee, and for the over 100s, it's a $3,000 fine. There is a lot of negotiation right now, or as my super affluent clients say, negotiation. There's a negotiation between the Supreme Court about the advanced premium tax credit. It was in the paper today. That's going to be decided in June. What that really means is you are getting a credit towards your premium based on your income. We'll talk about it longer after the show. So for those of you that are not going to call in the large employer mandate, there's a caveat here, though. So it states like this. If the employer has fewer than 50 full-time equivalents, which is 30 hours or more, part-time or full-time, whatever you want to call them, under 50, even at 48 or 49, this does not apply to you, and you are not considered a large employer, and you are not subject to the employer mandate. My friend Kathy and I were hoping that this was going to be postponed this year because it's just a nightmare for us. Another thing we have to do, another test we have to take, but it didn't get pushed off, and so you have to call. You can call the office at 757-6099. Speak to Jean. Jean now goes by Jean Gomes. She was the fabulous Jean Diversa, but she got married to a great guy, so she's officially starting to phase out the old name and go with the new name. Or you can call Kristen Withington, who's young and very intelligent. Both are licensed insurance agents, or you can always get me. But if you have just a general question, we can email you the link and the appeal form. All right, I've exhausted that plenty. Told you that the exchange is opening up. That's that. All right, now, in regards to the exchange, a lot of my clients say to me, well, I'm just going to drop my group health plan and everyone go on the exchange. This will work for the mom and pop shop like me. I only have 5 full-time employees. One, I'm going to lose all my qualified employees for not contributing to their medical plan. And 2, the exchange is not as good as off exchange in regards to the quality of care you get. You will not get the rock stars at NAS. You will not get Dr. Kegi, Dr. Kaplan, Dr. Kennan, Dr. Olson. You may get one of those, but you might not get the quality of care. Exchange doctors are exchange doctors. Off-exchange doctors are off-exchange doctors. Make sure you know that. If you're young and healthy, don't really have the need for any specialist, the exchange works great. It makes it affordable. But this is the question I'm always getting asked. What if my employer just reimburses me? I bought on the exchange. I saved him or her a ton of money. Can they do this? The answer is no. It's a United States Department of Labor law. If you are doing it, stop doing it. If you are caught doing it, you are subsequently going to be punished. You will be punished as a labor law violation. My employer offers health care coverage that is very expensive. As long as they're offering minimal essential coverage, they are within their rights. You cannot pay for your employee's exchange plan. It is a federal guideline. Under the Affordable Care Act, this was established November 6th, 2014. Happens to be the frequently asked questions, but this was done well in advance by the Department of Labor. I don't know the exact date, but I believe the compliance was started September 13th, 2013, when the actual arrangement was established. But you'll have to ask more of a techie geek than I about that. But I know the employer cannot pay for an exchange plan. And if they do, you are violating the law. And this, my friend, is important. Nobody cares about the law these days. Everyone seems to be just brushing it aside. Well, it's the law. Follow the law. Pay for your own insurance. Ask your employer for a raise if you're going to do it that way. But it cannot come from the employer.